Bonjour, comment ça va? Today is your first lesson on how to speak French, especially for beginners. Now, in this lesson, I'm really going to teach you, especially if you don't really know anything in French and you're talking to a native speaker of France or any other French country. Well, first of all, I just want to say that this is France French, okay? I just want to say that other countries do speak French, but the words are kind of slightly distorted. It's not really the same as France French. So if you're talking to a Haitian or a person from Africa that speaks French, their words may be a little off, but this is the same words, and they will understand you if you use these words. I just want to make sure that you know that this is actually France French. Okay. Well, just like in many other videos, you may see that people teach foreign languages too. Of course, you have to understand the greetings first. Okay. The greetings like bonjour. Bonjour is actually good day in French. It's not really hello, but they use it as hello. They don't really technically have a word for hello in French. They usually, you can say salut, which means hi. It's not really that proper, but bonjour is the most commonly used one. That means good day, because bon means good and jour means day. Bonjour means good day. Comment ça va means how is it going, or how is it. And like I said, they don't really say how are you, but you can also say comment allez-vous, means how are you going. But see, comment ça va is actually the most common. Okay, just like in Spanish, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás is just like, Spanish. Like all the Latin languages in Europe share the same word structure, but they don't really pronounce it the same way. But technically almost all of the words in the Latin Europe, sound almost the same. Okay? I'm actually going to teach you how to pronounce this complicated letter. And that is the amazing, complicated R sound. Now, the R is actually pronounced really different than any other language you actually hear. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. In English, the R is right? In Spanish, it's more like trrr. In Japanese, it's like the quick D sound, like the t sound, like da. But in French, it's more like you're gargling water without water. It actually sounds like it's in the back of your throat, okay? Like, that's what I'm saying, literally like gargling water without water. Now, just practice gargling water without water. That's the only thing about French that's kind of complicated from, if you're coming from English to French, okay? So like, president in French is pronounced as président. Train in French is train. Make sure you get that. It's all in your throat. You pronounce it completely with your throat. You do not use your tongue at all, okay? But, it's going to take practice, but don't stress yourself out if you don't know how to do it today, because the thing is, if you're a beginner, you can still pronounce it as the R just to begin with it. But eventually, you're going to have to use it as your actual R sound, okay? Like I said, if you do not know French, obviously that's why you're looking at this video, right? Because this is the beginner lesson. So technically you may want to know how to say, especially when you're talking to a native speaker, you want to tell this person that I don't understand, or I don't speak French, I don't understand. So if you want to say that, you say, je ne comprends pas. That means I do not understand. Je means I, okay? Ne means do, comprends means understand, and pas means not, okay? So you don't really say I don't understand, you say I do understand not. It's kind of reworded in French. So if you want to say I do not understand French, je ne comprends pas français. Je ne comprends pas français. I don't understand French. So if you want to say that, you can also say I don't understand French, I speak English. Je ne comprends pas français, je parle anglais. Je parle. Parle means to speak. Well, parle means I speak. Well, actually, parler is actually the translation of to speak in French. Parler, but if you want to say I speak, is je parle. Je parle. Je parle anglais. Je ne comprends pas français, je parle anglais. Okay? Je parle anglais, je parle français. I speak French. Je parle italien. I speak Italian. Okay? So, I don't understand French, I speak English. Je ne comprends pas français, je parle anglais. Okay? So, just remember, je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas anglais. I mean français. Je ne comprends pas français. I don't understand French. Je parle anglais. So, if you want to tell the native speaker if they speak English, if they can translate something for English to you, you ask them, parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais? That really means, do you speak English? But the thing is, like I said earlier, in French, you kind of rearrange the words differently in French, not like English. So you don't say, do you speak English? You translate it like, speak you English, okay? So it's parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais? So if they want to say, if they do speak English, they'll be like oui, which means yes, and or no, which means no. Je parle anglais, oui. Je parle anglais, or no. Je ne parle pas anglais. Anglais. Or you can say, je parle pas anglais if you want. That's really slang, but you can say it like that as well. Okay? So if you want to say, we can say it again, okay? We can say it again, okay? Je ne comprends pas. That means I do not understand. Je ne comprends pas français. Je parle anglais. Okay? So I do not understand French. I speak English. Okay? So you really need to know that, especially if you're a beginner with talking French to someone that actually speaks French. So let's go ahead and review. Okay? Make sure you got this seeped into your head properly. So, bonjour, comment ça va? What do you say? Ça va bien or ça va mal? Okay? Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien or ça va mal? How do you say, I don't understand? I don't understand French. I speak English. Je ne comprends pas français. Je parle anglais. Well, how do you ask somebody if they speak your language? Okay? Ask them, parlez-vous anglais? Oui or non? Oui, je parle anglais. No, je ne parle pas anglais. That make sure these things are seeped into your brain, okay? Because on the next lesson, we're going to learn the same thing. We're going to have a piggyback off of what we learned in lesson 1, and we're going to piggyback off of that, and we're going to add some extra stuff that's going to help you, especially if you land in France and you don't know where anything is, okay? Au revoir. Goodbye.